I am Melissa Edgeworth.
So my name is Becky Brown.
Julie Ray, I'm the Chief Clinical Officer.
I'm the Chief Operating Officer.
I'm the Director of Administrative Services here at Valley Behavioral Health.
Valley is the largest behavioral health provider tri-state in mental health, substance abuse services, autism services, and the full continuum of care for all ages.
I love the Pulse product because it gives me insight into the client satisfaction immediately.
We were utilizing some hand tracking methodology and a ton of staff to make sure we were tracking that. Our information was very delayed. We were finding out months later about client experience issues that needed to be solved with more efficiency.
Last year, when you look at the data before we implemented Pulse, from January to April, we had no satisfaction surveys whatsoever on any of our clients. Going into 2020 with Pulse fully implemented across the organization, I already have about 900 responses for client satisfaction at the end of February.
Before we had Pulse for Good, we would use paper customer satisfaction surveys, and those were helpful, but it was hard to compile the data, and we could gather themes that we wanted to address in our programs to help improve our patient experience, but it didn't give it was hard because we had to compile it, type it out. And then also I think our clients were a little bit nervous to really talk about what's going on for them because they're handing the survey back to somebody, so it didn't feel as confidential.
Yeah, I think Pulse for Good has allowed us opportunities to see deep down into the workforce areas where there are wins with particular staff or quality of care that allow us to acknowledge those staff in ways that maybe they have been missed in the past and felt like they haven't been recognized. I would say if organizations like ours are not using Pulse for Good, they are missing valuable information to drive the process improvement and excellence in client care.
I absolutely recommend Pulse to other organizations. If you need to gather satisfaction data, the Pulse kiosks and surveys are the way to go. I love the dashboards, they're super easy to read.
I would highly recommend Pulse for other organizations like ours. I think it really creates a safe environment. It allows them to get in-time data on the things that they're wondering about, and it really cuts out that extra administrative time with these paper surveys.
I love working with the vendor, really. I mean, I implement a lot of softwares and I do a lot of work with technology and vendors, and I can say without reservation, Pulse is like the best vendor ever. I really like working with the team. They're super responsive, they're super quick. They use the communication methods that work best for our team, whether that's being on Slack, being on email, calling them. They've done a lot of customizations for us on request. So the product is great, the support is great, and I definitely recommend.